Yes, sir.
Okay, people are too much sleeping. Weather is different, right? Okay, it happens. So last time we discussed about a printer. So first we discussed about a printer, like a local printer, right? So we connect a PC to a printer. We connect a PC to a printer. So don't think it is a monitor. Already I told it is just a PC, just a symbol representation of PC. We connect a PC to a printer. Okay, so this is a PC, um, and this is a printer. This is a printer. Okay, PC, whatever it is. So like this is what this is a type of printer it is. Which type of printer it is? By connectivity, local printer. Why we call this one as a local printer? Because it is connected to a PC. That's it. So if anybody want to take a print, they should come to here and take a print from this one. So what is the problem? If in case more PCs are there in a local printer, okay. So more PCs are in your network. So more PCs, it's very difficult to take a printout from here, right? So what we done? So we share this printer to all others. Okay. So we have other PCs also there. So all these PCs can able to access the printer by sharing the printer from the local printer. So for example, PCA, PCB, PCC, like that. So for example, this is PC1. It's a local printer only, but what we done, we shared this printer. We shared this printer in a local PC, so then it is become a shared printer. Become a shared printer. Why? How it is become a local printer become shared printer? The PC is connected to the network. The PC IP address we are using. PC's IP address we are using to communicate like this. So we contact the this one, and through this PC we are doing. Next, what is the flaw in that one? If in case the main PC is down, we can't able to take the print. Main PC is disconnected from the network, we can't able to take the print. And always the main PC permissions required to take a print. Always main PC permissions are required. You know, you should know the this PC's username and password. You should know the username and password of this PC to take the print. Okay, so these are many things are there. Okay. If main PC is down, we can't take a print. If network disconnected or a PC is busy, PC hang, PC issues occurs, so you can't able to take a print. Okay, more print jobs also loading into this PC, then also it is become more busy to handle that all the traffics also by PC. Means it's a working PC only, normal PC only. Okay, so like this. So this is a also we required a username and password of this PC for accessing shared printer. Next, to avoid these things, so what we done, we create a network printer. So this is, so no space in bottom, so that's why I'm putting in a top. Okay, like this. Okay, less space, so then I put a in a top only. I'll take small systems here. Okay, all PCs are connected to the network, and we took a printer. Okay, we took a printer. The printer is also connected to the network. That is, we call it as a network printer. That we call it as a network printer. is the use of this network printer. The network printer not depends upon any PC. So we don't require a PC IP address. Network printer has its own IP address. Network printer has its own IP address. It is connected to the network. So this is a printer. For example, printer one. This is a printer. Example, printer one. So these are different PCs in the network. PCB, PCC, any name you can put it for understanding like this. But who will control this printer? So how to control this printer? Okay, like who can able to take print? For example, lot of people are in the network, they know the IP address of this printer, so they will take a start printing, like a PCA printing 100 printers, 20 PCB 200 printers. When I was in a college and later also, some of my friends, brothers or sisters working in a TCS tech companies. So what happened? So they said, whatever you have, the document and our books, even my students also tell, like, sir, my brother is working in TCS. So you can give the PDFs. So then we'll take a printout. We don't buy a books, or we don't require a books to buy things, or taking as a temporary one. So we'll take directly from, because they have like everybody, student stays, right? So they started printing and all. That time very less laptops facilities and mobile phone facilities also very less. And that new job, you have to study a lot of things. You are getting training here. For example, if you are getting training in a TCS or a Techem or a Cognizant, so you have to study a lot of things, right? So that time compulsory you need a lot of test books. You download the textbooks and study from there, right? So like that same thing here it is. So people are keep on taking printout, so there gets, we need a restriction. So we don't let everybody to take print. So what we done, so we take a restriction. So this is a print server. This is a print server. This is a server which a print role is there. This is a print server. In the print server, I will tell which user can able to access, which can able to take a print, which user cannot able to take print. I can able to create a restrictions. I can able to create a priorities of a printers and also. Of course, one big network is one printer is not enough. We can able to put a multiple printers also. We can be able to put a multiple printers also. For example, this is a printer 2. This is a printer 3, just for example. So we are connecting these printers into the network. Now what happened? Not only one printer, so we are printing to multiple printers, right? So for example, here it is example. A want to take a print from printer A, so he given IP address, this one. So it took a start taking print. For example, 100 prints. B also giving print to this one. C also giving print to this one. D also giving print to this one, because they don't have any knowledge, or which one printer is free, we don't know. So what happened, all are giving to printer one only. So my boss put a 2 printers extra, we don't have that one knowledge. So what we do, we give a print to everything to printer one only. So whether it is available or not, so we don't worry about it. So we'll start taking printing from printer one only. So what happened, all burden on printer one only. So all remaining 2 printers are taking rest. So to avoid this situation, what I done, I make these 3 printers as a printer pool. I create a pool, and I given a name for the pool also. So I create a pool of these printers. So in the server, I create this pool. Okay, I create a pool, and I put a same name pool, and in that pool I add these 3 printers in the server. So what happened? A want to take a print. A want to take a print. So A send a request to the server, and he given a print to pool only. You are giving a print to pool only. Pool means which printer? We don't know. So any printer can able to take a print. So either this is, for example, starting printer 1 is there available, so start taking print. So it is giving a print. Meantime printer 1 is printing the pages. B is also giving a print to pool. What happened? So which one is free? For example, this is taking a print. B is giving 200 prints. Okay, it is going on. Meanwhile, A and printer 1, printer 2 busy. C is also giving a print. For example, it is a 50 prints only. So start taking print. So all are print. Now D is giving a print. Then it is in a pool. It will wait. In pool, it will wait. Which printer become free? Next printer is going to be free. That printer will be handled. So for example, this is 50 only. It can be finished very faster. So then the D's prints also will store for a printer 3 only, like that. So which printer is become free also we can able to do it. Sometimes sometimes it's what happens when you give a print. For example, this is 100 pages printing, this is 200 pages printing, and this is a 300 pages printing. So what happened? All are working, and what happened? So suddenly all three are not working, and your boss came up. I want to take a 2 pages of print. He wanted 2 pages, and you said, sir, all pages, all printers are busy. First one, all printers are busy, so we can't take a print now. So what boss will do? Get out from here, right? So how come all printers are busy? Okay, if all printers are down, all get is war heated, all printers are down. Okay, all printers are down. So and boss want to take a print, and boss said like, take a print, and you are admin and you said, sir, all printers are down. Then what he said? Get out from here easily, right? So you are the person who have to maintain the infrastructure alive, but if you are not maintaining, follow, right? Like if you are administrator. Okay, next, in these kind of scenarios what we do, we'll put a priority. This is a higher priority, this is higher priority, this is a low priority. For example, priority 1, priority 1, priority 10. So these two printers will work together, means this will take a print, this will take a print, but it won't give it chance to the third printer. Okay, because the lower priority. Okay, so anytime if these printers are down, so no problem, we have a backup priority, like a standby priority printer is there. So this is one solution. So second one is we can fix the time. Morning time, printer 1. Morning time, printer 1. Afternoon time, only printer 3. Our printer 1 is a very big one. So morning time and evening time, full day printer 1. Morning only printer 2, afternoon only printer 3, like that. So like printer 3 only afternoon, printer 2 only morning, printer 1 full day. So what happened? The printing will go on. So at least one printer will take rest for a half day, right? Like that also we can able to create it. So in our practical now, so we'll going to install print server, and we are adding a printer and another printer. Two printers at least we will add it. Okay. So both the printers will put a IP address only. Okay. We don't need other things like IP addresses. And next, this printer thing will avoid a few things. What is that? 32-bit, 64-bit operating system kind of stuff. Also, no problem here because of whether your PC is a 32-bit or 64-bit. Still, we can able to access because it's a network connectivity. Drivers load from there on to your PC only directly. This is first one. The first we have to install print server. Then we have to add a printers, and we have to create a pool. So this is done. How client will get this information? How client will get information using group policy? So this is a very interesting practical. So one by one we'll see it. Understand? First one is print server. Okay. So first one is print server. So we are going to install a print server first. So we'll see, because of it is 2019. Last time Windows 10 we got a problem, so we'll see. Okay, close. Okay, this is also closed, not required. Go to the server manager, manage, add roles and features. If you want to add any roles, add roles and features. If you want to remove any roles and features, and you can remove the features also. So this is my server. Next, next, next. This is the roles. So find out where is a print server. Is it removed from here? Fax server is there. Yeah, print and document server. It is print and document services enable to centralize print server network printer management task. Select it. Okay, when you select it, automatically you'll get add features. Select the add feature. Okay, next. In a features, you need to select anything now. Next. So it is tell a description about type 3 and type 4 printers. So we'll see that one next. If you read this one description, it is very useful for understanding what is the printer and all. It support type 3 and type 4 type of printers, means this is a type of printer it is. Okay, so with type 4 user who are not member of local administrator group can connect it to printer by default. Users on 32-bit client can connect without 32-bit drivers on the printer server. So even 64 32-bit people also can able to access the printer. To enable client to connect the shared printer queue support type 3 printer on the print server, you should be signed package driver aware drivers like that it is showing. If you are using type 3 and 32 client, install a matching 32-bit version of the printer on a print server. If you not install 32-bit drivers, client may not able to successfully. Means in server only we have to install 32-bit also for type 3, not for type 4. So you have to first one is already selected, so you don't need to select the second and third, but read the second and third. Internet printing. What is internet printing? Through website also we can give print. For example, you buy Wi-Fi printers, any latest Wi-Fi printers, you purchase it. There is an option called internet printing. So in my hometown, I have a Wi-Fi printer. If it is on condition, I can print from here also through internet printing. So through web browser also we can print directly there. So there is a HP connectivity is there, cloud connectivity. So I can print through internet also, through browser also. LDP is a Unix based printer type. Means you have any Unix based printers or a Unix systems printer kind of stuff services are there. Or Linux based systems are there. Unix based system want to take a print. So there also will understand cross platform communication also will be happens with the LDP. But we are using only first one only. So printers are including printer snapping here like this. You can see next. Select this one always. Yes. Next, install. Let it install. Okay, so here it is again. I'm tell local printer. Okay, shared printer. What is local printer? If you share through the network, you can access to the network called a shared printer. Network printer. Network printer means usually by default the printer can connect it to network. To manage the network printers, so we need a printer print server. So that we are doing now. Okay, some people call network printer as a shared printer because of the network printer also we are sharing, so then only we can able to access through that one. Okay, like that. Okay, so some people call a shared printer as a network printer. So why? Because of it is also accessed with the network with IP address. We are accessing the printer directly or indirectly, so that's we call it as a shared printer. So don't get confused between these statements. Okay, whatever, if in case you are try to explain these three printers to your interviewer or a senior, then they try to change the interchange the things, no problem, okay, tell, that's it. Okay, small details. Okay, this printer server can manage type 4 type 3 printer drivers are there, and also managing the printers. Okay, so how to install the printer manager, server manager, manage, add roles and features. Okay, so features, then wizard will start, right? So what to do next? Next, till you got a roles window, in that one print and document. Okay, so here we have to go to select that one, go to the next. Okay, make sure that print server is select selected. Okay, so then next, whatever it is, finally install. Next, after this one, go to server manager, open tools. Under tools you can see print management window, management option, open it. So in print management, so what to do, so we'll see that one and we'll add it. It's completed, yeah, it is successfully completed, installation succeeded. So it is not showing any blue color lines like last time, so close it, and also it is good. Refresh local server, tools, print management. Okay, tools, print management, open the print management. Okay, so this is a print manage window. I expanded it, so you can see here it is custom filters, all printers, means there is a two default printers are there in a system, right? XPS printer like that. So it is showing like PDF, Microsoft into PDF, and XPS document print writer. All drivers, these are four drivers are showing here. Printers not ready, printers with a job, we can able to view. Next, these are the printers, these are deployed printers. This is a print server, so you can see the print, this one. This is about drivers, what are the drivers are installed here. Forms, different type of styles of forms are there, no? A4, A5, A6 kind of stuff. Ports, on which port which printer is there, it is showing like this. Okay, on which port is there. This is printers. Now I am going to add a printer. I'm going to add a printer, so click on a printers, print server name, and down you can see printers. Expand it, print server, right click, add printer, add printer. So I'm going to add a printer. Now it is asking what type of printer you want to add it. Add a TCP IP or a web service printer by IP address or home host name. So our printer is network printer, and we are don't have any network printer here. Okay, so we can't search for a network printer. We have to add a TCP IP, means manually I'm adding it. Next. So type of device, do you want to detect automatically, or you have to tell what type of printer it is. I'm telling it is network printer, TCP IP printer only, and I don't want to detect it, so just I select unselecting it. Okay, I'm unselecting, but if you are unselect also it would print, so unselect this one, and I'm giving an IP address within my network, and this IP address also not there, but I'm giving. So just for example, I'm giving 121. Anything, any name which is not taken earlier, better to give like that. Okay, so this is a name. Of course, it is search automatically about that IP address. with that IP address any printer is there, automatically it will detect and try to load the drivers, but it is not there. It will take little bit time, guys. Sometimes it will take more time also. Okay, the detection and all, it will take sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes it will take 10, 15, 20 minutes also it will take. So you have to give some time. So what we done, printer management, go to expand this one, and that one, so printer server, print server, then you can find server name. Under server name you can find lot of things are there. One is printer. Yes, so on printer, right click, add printer. Okay, add printer. So what option in add printer we choose? So we choose add TCP IP only. Then view next screen, what we choose? Okay, TCP IP device, and also we are unselected. Auto detection is, we are remove that one. So yeah, while you do, you have to understand. So by this text you don't understand. Okay, then we have to wait and we have to go to this one. It is showing a standard generic card, a network generic card. What type of network card it is? So it is asking. So leave like that. Standard only. Device type is standard. Next. Again, it is take time. Next device type. Okay, device type. Under device type, it is standard, standard generic. That whatever it is. We have to do next only. So nothing to do. Just go to the next. So it is taking time. Okay, now it is uh, install a new drivers. Install a new drivers. Next. Now it is giving a list generic and Microsoft type of drivers. It is. You can go to generic also, no problem. It is not showing much differences. Same problem with Windows 10 also. But I need a some proper drivers. There are XPX, XPS, Class PP. So why this is now giving waste? Generic IBM graphic wide printer, text only printer. So something I select here only. Have to download any network printer kind of stuff. Or wantedly have to download then only it will work. If I use 2016, lot of list are there. In 19 and 10 only, the latest version of 10 and 19 only I'm getting this problem. So I'm selecting this one. We'll see what is this have a disk. What is this have a disk means? If you have a drivers in the .inf format, you can choose browse that directly. Like you can browse it. You can see this is INF format, but we don't have any drivers here. Next. So it is showing like this. It is asking share the printer. If you want to share the printer here, or if you want to share later also, you can put it. Okay, so okay, share the you can share the printer also now. No need to share also. Next. Next, it's installing drivers. So what is this? After this one, install drivers, then go to the next, install new drivers, right? Go to the next, select any drivers, then install. So it is showing driver successfully installed, finish. Now this is I installed it. If I go to the port, can you see this port number also showing? It is showing port number also. Okay. So this is a printer. Right click on the printer. I'm going to properties. This is a printer properties. Right click on the printer properties. If you want to share it, you can share it also. Why I'm not sharing that there, but I am sharing here. Share this printer and also select this option. List in the directory. What is the meaning of list in the directory? Means add this printer information into Act2 directory. Then only this printer become part of domain. So domain resources like a printer scanner I said like this. So if you click on this one, list in the directory means this printer information added to Act2 directory database. And this is the additional drivers. If you want to add any other drivers like this, you can able to add it automatically. Okay. So we are using 64 only anyway, so we don't require to add it. But if you need a 64, then you have to select OK. Automatically 32-bit drivers also will be added to print server. Okay. This is listing. Then once you're done, click on apply. Now directory operation may take several minutes, it is showing. So this part is completed. Sharing. Next I am going to port. This is advanced. This is advanced. Already I told we can give a timing also, always available, or a timing also, morning 9 to 12 o'clock, like that we can. This is priority. This is spool matching kind of stuff. Okay, spool means a queue system. Color management, security, who can able to take a print, who cannot able to take a print, you can able to allow deny them. Okay. Now, port in this one. So what I am doing here, adding a port. I'm adding a port, just port I'm adding. It won't take much time. Add port, standard TCP IP port only. Where I'm doing this one, okay. So I click OK first of all. So guys, this is my printer. Right click, properties, sharing done. So check mark done. Ports, add port. What is adding a port means? I'm adding another printer. I'm adding another printer here. Same type of printer it is, but different IP address. Okay, I'm adding same type of printer with a different IP addresses. It take little bit time again, but less time than earlier, less steps than earlier, because the drivers are already there. So you don't need to add a drivers. Just I'm adding same type of printer with a different IP address. That's it. But it is site to search for a TCP IP port, that 122 IP address. Yes, you have to slowly watch the video and you have to do the practical part. Okay. Actually, Siddiq asked this question, or someone asked question about this one. So luckily it's option. Same thing, standard network card. Next. So directly it is finish only. Okay, finish. So done. Close. Now, can you see both ports are there? Two ports. Okay. You can click close or apply thing, but I'm not. What I'm going to do is clearly see this one. This is already 121 already added. Now I added this port, but I added a port, but I didn't tell same drivers or different drivers or pooling kind of stuff. So now I will tell. Okay, so here it is. Enable printer polling. Enable printer polling. When I select enable printer polling, I can select both the things. For example, if I don't select it, okay, for example, I don't select it. If I select this one, automatically check mark is shifting from here to here. Okay, so I'm selecting this one, then I'm selecting this one. Okay, now both are selected. Means if these two ports in a same pool, okay, both are in a same pool. That's a enable printer polling. So both are in a same pool only. Apply. Now can you see both are showing a printer name is same. Both are showing printer name is same. Like this. Okay, both are check mark means both are in a same pool. Both names are same. Okay. Now can you see it is showing a only one printer only. One printer only it is showing. But if you go to the ports, it shows what? This is the printer name, just a name. If I change one of the printer name, so automatically it change the name of that one. So how to change the name? This is a pool name like that. Okay, this is the port. These are two printers. So you can see when I added to the Active Directory, it is showing remove from the directory. You don't if you don't want to put in the directory. Next, one more option I want to share, manage sharing. This is manage sharing. I selected this one, right? List in the directory. If I unselect it, apply. Okay. Right click, list in the directory. List in the directory. Now it is not showing remove. It is showing list in the directory. Now it is in the directory. So you can see sharing. Unselected it, it's got selected. So that is one option. Okay. Next one is enable branch office direct printing. Enable branch office direct printing. So what is that option? That is a important question. Microsoft examination, if you are writing, that question will come up. Okay. So what is this enable branch office direct printing? For example, your print server is in different location. Means your head office having a print server. Your printer is in your office. So what will happen? So here in what will happen? For example, DPC want to take a print is in a branch office. Printer is in a branch office. Printer is branch office. PC is in branch office, but server is in head office. So request has to go to head office printer, print server, and take a permission to print. Take a permission to the print. Okay, then you have to take a print. That is what will happen. So you have to go to the print server. Can I take a print? Yes. Then you can take a print. Your printer server said no, you can't take a print. For example, your internet is disconnected. Means to the head office communication is disconnected. Head office is communication is disconnected. Now do you want to take a print? Send a request to print server. No reply. No reply from the print server because of it is disconnected or something has happened. Your WAN connectivity is down. So what happens, you cannot take a print because you have to take a permission to go inside, and there is no one is to give you permission and how to go inside. That's thing, right? So normally if security guard is there, so we have to ask the security guard to or permission to go inside, right? So if someone should be give permission to go inside. If no one is there, we can go directly, right? But this is reverse side, like if no one is there, you can't take a permission to go inside. If someone is there, we can take a permission and other access are denied. So that's the secondary part, but someone should be there. But we can't able to communicate print server to take a permission to give the print job. So what happened? You can't take a print job. So to avoid that one, so we can give this option. What is that option? Enable branch office direct printing. If in case print server is unavailable, if you are unable to take the print, sorry, if you are unable to get the permission from print server, no problem. Directly take print. If security guard is there, go and get check and get inside. If security guard is not there, go inside. So that is the thing. Okay, so that is enable branch office printing. So if once you have selected it, automatically future will be enabled. That's it. So next. So what are we done now till that? We install a print server successful. We added a two printers we added. Okay, into the thing, and we added this thing to print pool. So print pool is also there. In pool we have a two printers now, and I want to give this information to my clients. I want to give this information to my clients. So how to give this information to client? So either the client can do like this. Okay, so client can open sharing things like ask domain. I put a Vedic.com like this, or a server name. Okay, what are the sharings from the domain wide sharing and server local server sharing and all. So we can see this is the thing. What I sharing in through domain. So you can see I put a domain name only. So all are domain wide sharings only. You can see this one. Now you can right click and you can click on connect. But what will happen? It will ask for authentication, give the administrator password, then automatically we can able to access it. Automatically we can able to access it. But I didn't done a connect. I didn't done a connect. So I'm going to create a document something. Last time when we use client and two Windows 10 PCs, one is sharing a printer, another is a accessing printer. So how we access, we know that one, right? But in this one, we don't do like that. Okay, so wantedly. Okay, so I didn't connect to the that printer. I connected to wall printer is there. Okay, so next, I want to deploy these printers. Okay, I want to deploy this printer through um, group policies. So I will use the group policy thing here. So I'm going to first go into tools, okay, and go to group policy management. I open a group policy management. So this is a told third group policy, right? Next, I'm going to click on group policy object, right click, new, um, uh, printer, printer policy. I put a printer policy 1, 2, 3 or anything. Okay, my wish to put it. Printer policy, printer policy, printer policy 1 or a particular printer name with the policy. You can do it. So printer policy, click OK. So this is a empty policy. You can go to settings also. It's a empty policy. Nothing is there. Nothing is defined here. And also I'm linking this policy to domain. I'm linking this policy to domain. So I click on a domain, right click, link existing GPO, printer policy. I selected a printer policy. So I link the policy to domain. See, I link it. Link is at This one. Settings, nothing is there. It is a empty. It is empty. So actually, create a policy, edit a policy, link the policy, right? But I created a policy, I linked the policy, I didn't edit it. I will edit, so we'll see that one. Here, can you see this is a printer? Right click on the printer, deploy with the group policies. Deploy with the group policies. When you do this one, it sometimes it will freeze sometimes, okay? Sometimes it works smooth. So both the times, don't worry. Deploy with a group policy. Deploy with a group policy. Now, this is my printer network link, and here group policy name it is asking. So click on a browse, click on a browse, then select printer policy. In down you can see directly under .com, you can see here. So you can see these names also. OUs also having .com like this, right? So I'm selecting directly like this. If you go like this, and you will get different way. Okay, HR having some other policies like this, but I'm selecting these policies under directly and this one. So I'm selected printer policy. I selected a printer policy, and here it is asking the user that GPO apply to per user or per machine. Per user only. Per user only. Select the first one, don't select the second one. First select the first one. Okay, per user. Click on add. I'm added. Apply. Okay. Okay, right, finally done. Refresh once, then go to the group policies. This is already selected, just I am going to refresh once. Click OK. Go to policy settings, printer policy, policy settings. I refreshed. After refresh, see it is automatically it create a user configuration. So Windows printer connection like this path. Okay, automatically it is created. So what I do, I click on my domain or a forest any place, just refresh thing. What to do next? Update the policy. If you don't update the policy, no problem, no problem. It may solve certain issues if you have that issues. Okay, certain issues like date and time synchronizations, or user not login properly, or maybe multiple policies applied on a same OU or same user, it may get a problem. So like that. So server side or client side, it is not compulsory to update the policy. Okay, but we are updating. Okay, if you don't apply the update the policy, does not mean policy won't work. Okay, whenever you log into the PC again, next time when you log into the PCs, automatically policy will be applied onto you. Okay, so if you update or not update, it works. But already I told, it will pull the little bit, that's it. You try to get the policy from server. Now I have to sign out anyway. Your update, no update, you must sign out. Okay, so this is Pawni. She's there or not, I don't know. Currently a lot of people connecting, disconnecting, evening time, right? People are there. Yeah, she's there. Okay, so I sign out successfully. I'm going to other user. I click on other user, and same user only I'm logging. First same user only I'm logging. Okay, this user is in a HROU. This user is in a HROU. We'll see this user will get that policy affected with that policy or not. We'll see, and I will show you in a IT user one also. I can't type entire practical in a notepad. Okay, so increase. This is a notepad file, so I am going to print. So means control P. It has to show here. Yeah, see, can you see this one? It came automatically. Generic IBM graphic 9-pin wide. This is my server name. Automatically it came. I didn't add manually also. I didn't add manually, but automatically it came. How it came? Because of group policies. That's it. Okay. If you want, you can log into another user and also you can try. Sign out. Other user. I'm going to IT user 1. All passwords are same. Okay, I have some text file on it. Okay, so drag it here. So can you see this is the printer? Can you see this is the printer? We have to maximize this one. You can automatically printer is showing here. Even if you go to the control panel, also you can see the printer in the control panel. So I log in with the first user is in HR. The first user is in HR. Actually, can directly type devices and printers. Okay, like this. But it is not a control panel item. It is settings item. But if you go to the control panel devices and printers, you can see. But you can see it is here also. So this one. Okay. So instead printers and scanners, we got this one. So you can see on some name or IP address. It meaning is you got IP. This printer is not connected here. It connected to somewhere. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is about your printers. And what is this? Guys, one user, first user. Okay, what is this? I'll go to this DSA dot MSC. What is DSA dot MSC? Active Directory users and computers. Okay, so when I log in with this user Pavani, and I got a what is that, printer. Okay, and next I log in with this user. Both are in different OUs, but both users got a printer. How? Understand the question? I log in with this user. I got a printer. I log in with this user. I got a printer. How both the users got a printer? Through group policies. How they got it? That's the question. Hmm? Anyone? Or are sleeping? Or not understand?
Link to please go on.
Yeah, voice is not good. Okay, we are linked to where we link the policy on domain. means all domain users, irrespective of what OUR belongs to it, okay, irrespective of what OUR there, so all domain users will get affected with this policy. All are get printer. Okay. If I want to link to the HR only, means the HR users only will get the printer. Okay, like that. So this is about your group policy and your printer. So what we have to do?